Welcome everyone. Welcome to the next episode of Jolly Phonics tutorial. This tutorial is meant for teachers, early years educators, and of course parents, those who are interested to know about it. So it is a series of episodes because it is not easy to cover the whole Jolly Phonics in one video. So I am keep on sharing the tutorials, and we have started with this one from the very first day, and gradually we have covered number of topics, so you can go and check out my previous tutorial sessions on Jolly Phonics on my channel. And today, we shall be, uh, start continue with this part. So before this, we have already done the basic skills, which are, involved with Jolly Phonics. And now we are looking towards the actions. Okay. So here there are number of letters which are actually not in a sequence, right? Here I can see in red color letters are there, and here I can see the actions which are related to that particular letter. Very simple. So here the idea is this letter S. If I say letter S, then we have to weave the hand in an S shape like a snake, and we have to say S. So that is the sound of, letter S. We have to weave the hand in S shape, and it is like a snake, and we have to say S. That is the sound of letter S. Okay. Then I'm going to letter A, wiggle the fingers. I'm wiggling the fingers above the elbow. Here is my elbow, and I am wiggling my fingers like this as if ants are crawling on me, right? So the ants are crawling on you, and you are saying ah, 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 right? So the sound of letter A is ah, ah, ah. Now letter T. Letter T is turn head from side to side. Now you have to turn your head like this. One time like this, one time like this. So if you are doing like this, turn your head from side to side as if you are watching tennis. When you see tennis game, you look at one player, then you look at another one. So it is like say, and you say t, t, t. It is like that. So turn your head from side to side and say t, t, t. That is the sound of letter T. Now coming to letter I, the next one is letter I. Pretend to be a mouse. Now I am acting like a mouse. Yes. By wiggling the fingers at the end of the nose, or you can keep it on your cheeks, and you have to squeak eek, 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 like say, right? Because you are pretending as if you are a mouse. And what is the sound? The sound is Inky the mouse is my pet, isn't it? So eek, eek, eek. Next letter is your letter P. Here you have to puff out the candles and say puff, puff, puff. When you're putting the candles on the cake and you puff them, then you say puff, 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 because you are puffing out the candles. Then is letter N. Letter N make a noise as if you are a plane. So your arms should be wide open. Hold arms out. Stretch your arms and say like say. It is not no, 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 which usually teachers, speak in the classroom with the children to make them understand, okay, the sound of letter N is no, no, no. When we speak, it is coming out like that, but it is not actually the sound of letter N. That is the sound. Look at my, what you can say, the gesture. You have to understand the position of the tongue. You have to understand how I'm making the sound of letter N. This is the sound. Right? So this is the sound of letter N, right? So this is all about group one. in the beginning of the tutorial, I told you there are the number of groups under which we have divided the letters, and it is not in a sequence actually. So group 1, I've already told you the actions. Now I'm slowly moving toward group 2, where I can see C and K. It is very simple that the sound of letter C and letter K, it is very, you can say, resembling each other. Sound of letter C is K, sound of letter K is also K. So it is very difficult to distinguish. So need not to put pressure on the child. It is okay. If they are taking it, okay, ma'am, the sound of letter C and letter K, it's looking like same, or I can hear it like the same sound. Perfectly fine, no problem. Raise hands and snap the fingers as if playing the castanets. So here, castanets, I am having a musical instrument in my hand. I had already talked about the tricky words. So here, your castanet is actually a tricky word. It is a big word for a child who is in, grade nursery or DR, like say. So here you have to, do it like that. And then I make movements as well, because when I play the castanets, I'll play in a very interesting and, while dancing, like say. So you have to make that movement, and that is perfect. Now moving toward E. Now E is pretend to tap an egg. I have an egg in my hand. It's like an egg. Now I have to tap on the side of a pan. So here is my pan, and here I tap it, like say. Here is my pan. I'm holding a pan in my hand, and I have an egg in my hand. This is your pretend. Okay, this is your pretend play which you do in the classroom as well. So here is your egg. Tap it on the side of the pan, on the corners, and crack it into the pan. When you are cracking it, you open your fingers like this. I know every mother is doing such task in the kitchen and all. So it is obvious, but I'm explaining it in a proper way so that to make it understand, because it is an action. So tap the egg on the side of the pan and crack it on the pan and say eh, eh. That is the sound of letter E. Very simple. Now let's move on to letter H. Letter H is hold the hand in front of the mouth. It is like that. Okay. So you have to keep your hand in front of the mouth and panting as if you are out of the breath. And you are saying, that is, you understand? This is the sound of letter H. It is not like that, which we used to make like usually in the classroom. No, it is not like that. It is simple. We are taking out the breath. Very simple. I can hear it. No problem in that. Okay. Let me move on to the next one. The next one is letter R. Pretend to be a puppy. Now here you have to be a puppy. Okay. Holding a piece of rug. So it is a piece of rug. You are holding it from your mouth, basically, shaking head, like say. When a puppy has something in the mouth or not holding in the hands, so they do like this and they enjoy it and shaking the head from side to side. And what they say, "Rrr, rrr," that is the sound of letter R. No R. No R sound is there. It's rrr, rrr. This is the sound of letter R, right? Now let me move on to letter M. Rub tummy. Now you very well know tummy. Where is your tummy? Just rub your tummy, and as if seeing tasty food. If I see tasty food in front of mine, then I rub my tummy as if I'm feeling hungry, and I say, mmm, mmm. That is what the sound of letter M. Mmm, my mouth is closed. No more. No more. There is no more. Right? It is letter M, very simple, and the sound is because it's very yummy. So that is the sound of letter M. Now comes letter D. Letter D beats hands up and down. You have to beat hand up and down. You're beating something as if you are beating a drum. And when I do that, then my action is like this only, as if I'm playing the drum. And what am I saying? D, 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 d. So this is the sound of letter D. Very simple. Okay, so we have done group 2 as well. Now I'm moving towards group 3. Now in group 3, I can see letter G. This is my group 3, letter G. Spiral hand down. Spiral hand down means you're making a spiral like this, round and round and round. And spiral hand down as if water going down the drain. When the water goes down the drain, the action is this only. And what am I saying? G, g, g. Water gurgles down the drain. Water gurgles down the drain. Water gurgles down the drain with a gug, 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 gug. So this is the sound of letter G. Very simple. Make it understand to the children. The sound of letter G is not J. It's G, G, G. Now comes so. Pretend to turn light, switch on and off, and you're saying, oh, oh, oh. Very simple, because you are making it on and off, on, oh, off, oh. So very simple, right? And the action is pretending. Now, letter U. Pretend to be putting up an umbrella. Very interesting. Okay. So, up, up, up go umbrellas. Up, up go umbrella. Up, up, up go umbrella when it starts to rain. So, this is the sound of letter U. Children get confused with this sound. What is the sound of letter U? Very simple. Sound of letter U is very simple. No a, no eh. Now I am moving towards letter L. Very interesting. Pretend to be as if I am having a lollipop in my hand. And when I say lollipop, my tongue rolled up and it is touching my front incisors. And I'm saying, that is what my lollipop sound. Letter F. Moving towards letter F. Let's gently come together as a toy fish deflating, right? So I have a toy fish which is very fatty, which is full of air, and I'm deflating it. And when I'm deflating it, then the air is coming out. When the air is coming out, it's very simple. Very simple. When I was saying that come out with the breathe, then it was like letter H. But when I'm saying deflate it, deflate means the air is coming out from a hole, that is the fish, and the sound is very simple. Letter B, pretend to hit a ball. You are hitting a ball and with a bat, and what do you say? Ba, ba, ba. Your lips are closed and then you are opening them. Ba, ba, ba. Very simple. So this is all about group 3. It is very easy to go till here. Now let's move on to group 4. In group 4, I can see AI. So A and I, again, there are 2 letters. So there is a difficulty, definitely, right? Children face difficulty here. Here, A and I both together make entirely a different sound. If I say A, then it is A. If I say I, then it is E. I, what is the sound? So cup, hand over ear and say A, 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 right? So then you are all together making 2 letters sound coming out together. You have to, make the togetherness of two sounds and pronounce it correctly when you're telling them to the children. Now comes this letter G. Pretend to wobble on a plate and say ja 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 ja. Jelly and jam, jiggling on the plate. So you are pretending as if you are doing just jiggling and all. And then you are saying ja ja, very simple letter J sound. When it is O and A, then you have to bring hand over mouth. You have to bring hand over mouth as if you have done something wrong. Oh my God. And say, oh, oh, right? It is not OA when it is O and A and OA. It's not like that. It's O. Very simple. So you need to understand, right? O, boat. You understand? You add letter B here, you add letter T here, boat. FLT, float. CT, coat. GT, goat. So you need to understand the togetherness of two letters making a different sound. Now I and E, stand to attention and salute, right? So when you are standing to attention and you are doing salute, then you are saying I and E. I and E. So you have to make it together, right? A. You have to make it together because two letters, they are coming together and making one sound. Now here, E, long E sound I can see here, long E, right? And OR, or sound. Put hands on the head as if ears on a donkey and say Aor, 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 right? Say. So two E's together making a long sound, no doubt, and or is making O and R sound together. A-O. Okay. Now, quickly. Okay. So now let me move towards the next one. The next one was, okay, let me share it. Yes. So E, E and O, R. E, E and O, R. These are two different sounds, but we are here understanding them with the one action that you have to put hands on the head as if ears on a donkey, and you are saying a or, a or. So long E sound because two E's are there, try to understand it, and OR is there, so or sound. So in case of AI, OA, IE, and EEOR, they are all falling in group 4, right? We need to understand the actions and we need to understand the joining sounds. So this is all about today, right? We have done 4 groups of Jollyphonics with action and understanding the sound. For more videos, subscribe to the channel, and for previous videos and tutorial sessions, you can go and check out in my channel box. So this is all about today. Bye bye and take care.